Right now at noon, Wisconsin lawmakers are set to approve a bill aiming to prevent a future backlog of untested sexual assault kits. Why some Democrats say the Republican version of the plan will not move forward. And the Democratic presidential candidates have made their final push for voters in New Hampshire, a preview of tonight's primary.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Keely Arthur. We start with some breaking news into the Channel 3000 Alert Center. We are learning the names of the two Janesville mothers who were found dead yesterday morning. The Rock County Medical Examiner says 27-year-old Brittany McAdory and 30-year-old Sierra Winchester both died from gunshot wounds. They were found on Midvale Drive and later died at the hospital. So far, no suspects have been arrested. Anyone with any information is asked to call the Janesville Police Department. Well, let's head over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Hattie McLean. Hi, Hattie. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Keely. Well, not bad this afternoon. We still have some sunshine here in Madison. Take a look behind me, the WIC-TV sky camera shot showing you some clouds in the area. Those clouds have been steadily working their way southward through the morning, and they're getting pretty close to Madison. So look for more clouds as we head into the afternoon. Any of those flurries that you see flying to the north will be pretty short-lived and not add up to anything today. Our temperatures will still climb a few degrees yet. We're in the mid to upper 20s right now. We'll top right around 30 later on this afternoon. Coming up in about 10 minutes or so, we are going to talk about more snow in the forecast with some alert days.
Thank you, Hattie. Today at the State Capitol Assembly, Republicans are set to approve a bill to create protocols for submitting and tracking untested sexual assault evidence kits. The bill also requires police notify immigration officials of sexual assaults and allows student survivors to enter school choice programs. Attorney General Josh Kaul has been pushing for test kit protocols for years. He alleges, though, Republicans are attaching immigration and school choice provisions to kill the bill because they know those topics are non-starters for Governor Tony Evers. The Assembly is also set to pass a bill to create tougher sentences for repeat drunk drivers. The Republican-authored bill would increase the mandatory minimum sentence for 5th and 6th offenses from 6 months to 18 months. The Department of Corrections has estimated the bill would create $13.6 million in additional operating costs. Well, the Wisconsin State Troopers have reached a new contract deal with the state. The new deal updates the pay structure based on years of service and provides a 2% pay raise retroactive for 2-year periods that ended in July 2019. That's on par with what other state employees received during that time. The total cost of the new deal is about $2.6 million, which is about half as much as the original plan that called for a 20% starting salary boost, which Republicans argued was just too much. The contract is up for a vote on Wednesday. Well, the candidates have done everything they can to sell their message, and now it's up to voters in New Hampshire to decide who they will support for the Democratic nomination. Laura Podesta has more details from Bedford, New Hampshire.
Voting is underway in the first in the nation primary. Candidates were out at polling locations in New Hampshire delivering donuts and thanking supporters.
Thank you. Feels good. We're going to have a good night.
Senator Bernie Sanders, who's leading in the polls, capped off his New Hampshire campaign in front of more than 7,500 supporters last night.
This turnout tells me why we're going to win here in New Hampshire, why we're going to win the Democratic nomination.
We've seen lots of people coming to this polling location in Bedford. The polls show that nearly half of New Hampshire's voters are making up their mind at the last minute.
Oh, you want to know who I voted for?
Yes, please.
I voted for Amy.
Amy Klobuchar.
I did, yeah.
If it hadn't been Amy Klobuchar, who would have been your runner-up?
Oh, gosh, I was really undecided. That's a really good question.
Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar has moved up in the polls in the last week, giving her the biggest boost since Iowa.
It is here that many candidates that are not as well known or maybe don't have the biggest bank account find their footing in the state of New Hampshire.
Former Vice President Joe Biden is heading in the other direction in the polls.
We're going to do just fine heading south and across this country. We're going to win this nomination.
Biden's campaign tells CBS News he'll continue campaigning no matter what happens tonight. Laura Podesta, CBS News, Bedford, New Hampshire.
Now, one candidate who is not on the ballot tonight is still a force in the Democratic race. Former New York Mayor Mike Bloomberg is rising in the polls while focusing on Super Tuesday states, which vote March 3rd. Torrential rains are finally putting out Australia's wildfires after months of devastation. At least 33 people and more than 1 billion animals were killed. In Sydney, unprecedented rain has hit the city, its heaviest rain in 30 years, giving farmers some relief after years of drought.
It's both spectacular and also slightly alarming because it's so unusual, and I guess that just makes me think, what's going on?
Flash flooding is now Australia's latest danger, forcing evacuations as water submerged cars and swamped roads. Sea foam is inundating homes along the coast. More rain is in the forecast for the rest of the week. The man charged with shooting and killing his sister on Christmas Eve in Madison has been found incompetent to stand trial. Yesterday, a Dane County judge sent 57-year-old Joseph Green to a state mental health hospital until he regains competency. A criminal complaint says a man believed to be Green called 911 to report his sister needed an ambulance. Police say Green disposed of the murder weapon in a trash bin outside his apartment building. Well, looking ahead, legendary rock group Rage Against the Machine has announced their first tour in a decade. On July 10th, the band will make a stop in East Troy to play Alpine Valley. Critically acclaimed rap duo Run the Jewels will be opening that show. Tickets go on sale Thursday at 11 a.m. Chipotle is giving away free guacamole during the month of February to anyone who signs up for its rewards program. You have to sign up by February 20th to take advantage of the Guac Mode promotion. Once you join the program, download the free app to access rewards like guac and other extras. Madison's newest Chipotle location is now open just off Mineral Point Road near Westtown Mall. It's the first Wisconsin location to offer a drive-through or Chipotle lane. It allows customers to get their digital orders without leaving the car. There is more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we are going to see what Howard is testing in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
I just came up with the most decadent chocolate truffles I've ever tasted. They're super easy and very addictive.
High-energy bills and cold, drafty rooms are no way to go through winter. It's time for a visit from Dr. Energy Saver by Larson Home Services. An in-depth home evaluation will show you where you are using, losing, and wasting energy, and will provide effective, long-lasting solutions. And now's the time to call. Take 50% off installation labor, get a free heat map analysis of your home, and a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now, because this doctor makes house calls.
Built for your next adventure, it's the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller. With symmetrical all-wheel drive, the Crosstrek has vehicle dynamics control and EyeSight driver assist technology. Lease the Crosstrek Premium, $239 per month plus tax, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, no security deposit, $1939 due at signing. Get all-wheel drive plus MPG. The 2020 Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or East Side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller. Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
When being sick isn't as bad as
not knowing why you're sick.
when questions lead to confusion
and angst and anxiety, when it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness,
and all you want is a little light,
a little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
He was very sick and in the hospital for a very long time. He was just another number in that group home.
Bowler and Vaughn are great people.
The minute I met Matt, I knew that something good was going to come out of this for Josh.
With Valentine's Day around the corner, it's time to start thinking about what kind of sweets to get your sweetie. Sure, there are loads of options out there, but nothing's better than a batch of homemade truffles. All we do is beat a package of cream cheese until it's smooth. Once it is, we gradually add in some powdered sugar. You're gonna wanna do it a little bit at a time or you'll end up with your kitchen covered in a cloud of sugar. Now, we slowly mix in some melted chocolate along with a touch of vanilla. After everything's mixed in, we'll pop it in the fridge to firm up. Once it's set, using a small scoop or a couple of teaspoons, we scoop out small amounts of the mixture and roll them into 1-inch balls. Are you ready for the part that makes these as unique as that someone special is to you? Okay, all you do is roll them in your favorite topping, anything from toasted nuts or sprinkles to cocoa or coconut. After they firm up, they're ready to be wrapped individually or served in a fancy-looking container. Do these ever look tempting or what? We thought they looked so tempting that we decided to call them Tempt Me Truffles. And like always, the recipe's online just in time for Valentine's Day. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a chocolatey way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Looks pretty good. Next at noon, cold but pretty quiet outside today. We do have some light snow chances and below 0 temperatures in the forecast for later this week. Hattie has the details next in your First Warn forecast.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family one and all to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama worked together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Hi, everyone. It is going to be another alert day on Wednesday as Hattie's tracking the snow that might make driving a little trickier during the day.
And if your kids need some dental work done, you can get it for free. We'll tell you how starting at 4:30.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Welcome back. A mega merger between wireless carriers gets the go-ahead and the grossest part of the airport at the touch of your fingertips. Diane King Hall has your MoneyWatch report.
Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says the Fed is closely monitoring the coronavirus and its potential effect on the global economy. Speaking on Capitol Hill today in semi-annual testimony before lawmakers, the Fed chief also said the U.S. economy appeared resilient. A green light for the merger of Sprint and T-Mobile. A federal judge gave the okay today to the $26.5 billion union. The judge sided with the companies over a group of state officials who argued a merger could cause prices to rise for consumers. As part of a deal with the Justice Department, T-Mobile agreed to spin off a unit to Dish TV. Samsung is unveiling 4 new smartphones today, and the star of the show is a flip phone. The Z Flip design is similar to the Galaxy Fold, but about half the size. The electronics giant is also introducing 3 new editions of the Galaxy S. And whether you're a germaphobe or not, don't touch this during travel. According to a study from InsuranceQuotes.com, the self-check-in kiosks at the airport have the highest concentration of germs, about 12 times as many as your kitchen sink. Coming in second, that flush button in the lavatory, which was found to have a germ presence 3,200 times higher than the toilet handle at home. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Well, at the noon hour, let's take a look at stocks. The Dow is up, NASDAQ and S&P all up. And now let's check in with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee. Hi, Pam. How are you doing? I've seen you so much this week. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of funny. I don't know who comes up with these surveys. Some poor fool walking around touching on toilet tanks in the airports. It just makes me laugh, as if travel's not already
not the best news to have during the lunch hour.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I've got better news today. We got our USDA supply-demand report. We thought it was going to be a flat line for corn, soybeans, and wheat. It ended up to be a little bit more spicy than that. Soybeans and wheat seem to be paying attention to the drawdown around the world, not necessarily here in the United States, but around the world. Still seems to be optimism that once this coronavirus thing starts dissipating and China gets its head back in the game as far as its phase 1 agreement, that we'll start to see more product move. I talked to John Heinberg from the Stuart Peterson Group this morning, and he said export numbers have been disappointing, especially as far as soybeans going to China, just 5 million bushel this week. But remember, they just got done with their Lunar New Year's celebration. As of today, I think they're trying to find a new normal, how they're going to get back to work, get back to a routine with that coronavirus still a big concern. So we're down on the midday as far as corn, beans, and wheat are concerned, but not as bad as we might have thought. Dairy's another area I was watching on the supply-demand report. So the U.S. Department of Agriculture is projecting that milk production in 2020 is going to remain flat. They also believe that cheese and butter production is going to remain flat. We had good world demand on those products, though, that kept our prices pretty good. They estimate that the 2020 milk price, all milk price, is going to come in at $18.85 a hundredweight. That's a little less than what's been projected here in Wisconsin. Barrel cheese, a big 7.5 jump up today at $1.56. Well, 40-pound block cheese down 6 to $1.88. Double A butter up a penny at $1.81.5. All analysts, Keeley, telling me that split between our barrel and block cheese prices at historical levels, and we don't need that right now. So we're going to have to wait and see how that story plays out. But I'm around this week. I'll help you with all the details.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Pam. Well, turning it over now to Hattie. And Hattie, today's pretty pleasant outside. A little chilly.
Not bad, you're right. We at least had a little bit of sunshine this morning and early this afternoon. Lots of snow on the ground. Let's take a look at some of the numbers so far this season. And if you remember, our season started very early this year, back in October. We've added up over 43 inches of snow. Normal by this point in the season would be about 35 inches of snow. So we are well above that by about 9 inches. Last year at this time, we had almost 31 inches of snow. So above that as well. Normal snowfall for the entire season here in Madison. Madison is about 51 inches, so we are very close to that. Lots of snow on the ground as well across the Badger State, even here in southern Wisconsin. Some areas from Madison and points to the north have better than 9 inches of snow on the ground. I think officially our snowed up here in Madison is 10 inches. As you head into the Northwoods, over a foot of snow on the ground. What's interesting, though, is that as you head to the south, you don't have to drive too far to see bare ground. Just south of Chicago and Rockford, the ground is bare right now, and not a lot of snow in the forecast for those areas. Let's take a live look outside from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Pretty cloudy right now as you look towards the Capitol. Here's weather track. Again, this bank of clouds has been working its way south all morning long, and it has pretty much arrived here in Madison. So areas south of Madison will likely see some sunshine for a little bit. North, as you head towards the Dells, kind of socked in with clouds for the remainder of the afternoon. Temperatures are telling where those clouds are as well. Near 30 right along the state line with some sunshine. We're at 27 here in Madison. It's only 23 in the Dells. So coolest temperatures to the north today, where you've had clouds the longest. Should top near 30, though, this afternoon here in Madison. Look for partly sunny skies to turn variably cloudy as we head towards the afternoon. Now let's talk about alert days that are in the forecast. This is the high impact weather coming up for the end of the week. Late Wednesday night into Thursday, some light snow. This will likely be a long duration light snow event. There will be some accumulations for southern Wisconsin, and then bitter cold temperatures arrive on Friday. We have not yet dropped below zero this winter season. Our last negative temperature was March 4th. 2019. So coldest air of the season coming up. Here's a look at your future track forecast model. 5 p.m. on Wednesday. That snow starting to move into the area. Most locations, though, should be okay for the commute home Wednesday evening. Snow quickly spreads in, though, through the evening hours and then continues overnight Thursday into Friday morning. So likely a snowy commute Thursday morning. The snow winds down from west to east. Take a look Thursday by 6:30. Temperatures already dropping below zero behind that snow. Amounts again 1 to 4 inches. Highest amounts will be to the south and east of Madison. Then we talk about bitter cold conditions. Wind chills by Friday morning will be from 10 to 20 degrees below zero, so you want to bundle up. There will be some improvement through the day, but still feeling like single digits by late on Friday. The good news about this upcoming cold snap is that it's a pretty short-lived one. Temperatures get back into the 30s for the weekend with additional chances for light snow.
I love that. Yeah, just a little dip at the end of the week and then back up to the 30s.
That's true. We can handle a day or two,
and I'm
right?
focusing in on that 40-degree
That's true,
mark
yeah.
next Thursday.
Next Thursday, about a week away.
I will be waiting. Thank you so much, Hattie. Well, next at noon, Dr. Jim Orvik from the Oregon Veterinary Clinic is here to answer any questions you have about your pet's health. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Refresh and renew your kitchen and bathroom with big savings from Menards. The Hayesfield pull-down kitchen faucet from Moen features a spot-resist stainless steel finish that resists fingerprints and water spots for a cleaner-looking kitchen. Just $149. Add style to your bathroom with Dakota Vanities. This shaker-inspired 36-inch sliding barn door vanity has interior and open shelf storage. In 3 finishes, only $149.99. Menards is your home improvement store.
Save big money at Menards.
So my son says to me, Mom, did you switch your Medicare plan yet? And I say, yes, Robert. Dad and I signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan through Senior Preferred. And he says, Senior Preferred? And I say, yes, Senior Preferred. They give us access to the doctors we want and the drug benefits we need. And he says, that's nice. So how is Dad doing? And I say, your father is fine. My living room, on the other hand.
Senior Preferred. Medicare Advantage plans built for you.
Hello, I'm Gary Canolti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on a fabulous New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise July 9th to the 19th. Discover Boston, including the JFK Museum, before boarding a Holland America Line ship for a breathtaking 7-night cruise. We'll explore ports in Maine, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Quebec, then visit timeless Montreal. Our vacation includes all airfare, many meals, and more. For your free brochure, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
At one point in the service, she played one of Woody Guthrie's songs. I wish I could hear my mother sing again. And that is probably the single most beautiful memory I have of the entire service.
What I'll remember most about Cress is the people here. They genuinely care.
Cress Funeral and Cremation Service. We are the hand on your shoulder to graciously help you through these tough times.
If a physical or emotional condition keeps you from working, Social Security should pay disability benefits. Often it doesn't, and deserving people are denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't give up. In Wisconsin, we've turned thousands of disability denials into approvals. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
Well, welcome back. Dr. Jim Orvik from Oregon Veterinary Clinic is here to answer your pet questions. You can call 608-270-9933. That's the number. Let's take our first caller, though. This is Joan from Madison. Hi, Joan. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
What's your question?
Hello, Dr. Orvik. First of all, I would like to thank you for treating my cat that passed away in March from diabetes and kidney failure. Okay. The night he passed, he actually fell over on my other cat, and it caused him depression. And it was recommended that I get him a companion animal. But the problem is, now this cat is older, and I'm having difficulty because he is overweight, getting him to lose the weight. And I was told if he loses the weight too quickly, that he may get kidney failure, not to just cut his food off. What do you recommend as a diet for older weight, older cats? What type of food? What should a person do?
Yeah, well, there is a prescription food that I always used for weight loss and control of appetite and all of that. It's made by science diet. It's called WD or RD, reducing diet or weight control diet. And they're good for cats that are prone to diabetes and all of those things. Are high fiber
and that can help probably control. I know she was concerned about rapid weight loss.
Yeah,
that prescription will.
If you follow the directions, it'll be a gradual weight loss.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. And I know we do have other callers waiting, but we're going to make sure you answer those after the show. We're going to flip over to Hattie with a final check of our weather.
Oh.
And we'll start with a view in Platteville, where there still is some sunshine. Take a look at that blue sky south of Madison, the Platteville area. Looks nice there. Temperatures will continue to climb just a little bit this afternoon. We're looking at high temperatures in the low 30s in most spots, so not a bad day at all. Yeah, we do have 2 alert days in the forecast as we go forward for the end of the week on Thursday and Friday. Temperatures will be significantly colder as well for the end of the week. Luckily, that cold snap is short-lived, though.
All right. Thank you so much, Hattie, and thank you for watching. Stay warm, everyone. Have a great day.